as a believer, you shouldn't desire to be wealthy. God is letting you know that there is a dimension, quote unquote, of so-called consecration where a lot of people will begin to loathe things that God gave us richly to enjoy. So you're going to experience a wave of teaching emphasizing and highlighting an extreme emphasis on strictness. Mind you, there is proper Bible discipline. A believer should pray. A believer should have a devotional life and all of that. A believer should be disciplined. But two things. Number one, you're going to begin to see in the last days instructions that are not biblical. And those instructions will be used as a yardstick for righteousness and holiness. A lot of believers will begin to feel guilty for having money. And a lot of people will begin to teach. They already do, and they will continue to teach that as a believer, you shouldn't desire to be wealthy. As though it's a bad thing. Make no mistake. Listen, our walk with God should be such where our consecration puts us in a position where the Lord owns everything that we own. In fact, I believe in the concept of financial stewardship in the sense that you believe that everything that you own, you only are a steward of those resources on God's behalf, and they become a vehicle through which you can be a blessing. And let me tell you something, that is evinced in the fact that if the Lord says, give this to me, you are generous. You're helping the poor, supporting the church, doing all these things. It's important that you have money and money doesn't have you. Useless wranglings of men of corrupt minds, destitute of the truth, who suppose that godliness is a means to gain. So there will be people, this is another extreme, who think that the more wealthy you are, the more godly you are. Generally, anything material attached to godliness is wrong. Okay, I can tell you that one thing for sure. He says, now, godliness with contentment is great gain. We see great gain in contentment. All right? He says, for we brought nothing into the world, and it is certain that we'll take nothing out of it. Now, with this mentality, bear in mind that holiness is holiness. The poor are not holy, the rich are not holy. You are holy when you believe the message of the gospel, and then you are separated from the world, translated from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of his dear son.